Treasury Secretary Bessent reportedly told investors on Tuesday that we're at an unsustainable point with China. And China said last week that the latest tariff hike, I believe it was at 145%, was a, quote, meaningless tariff numbers game. And just this morning, the Wall Street Journal reported that the tariffs would be slashed almost in half, between 50 to 65%. So even, let's say that was slashed that much, which, like we said, the White House was just mulling it over, according to that report, does that turn trading back on, or is it still too high? I mean, what would be the number that would bring the United States and China away from that cliff?
I think we probably need to go to single digits. But it's really not so much tariffs that are going to be the issue with China. Like with Japan and like with a lot of other countries, these are the non-tariff barriers that are the more important. And President Trump has talked about non-tariff barriers with regard to various countries as being critical and crucial for his trade negotiations. So this is it's not just a question of what their tariff rates are going to be. It's going to be a question of, will President Trump be able to get fundamental structural change in the Chinese economy? The alternative, Brittany, is not a deal on the structure of the Chinese economy, but really is purchase commitments on the part of the Chinese to buy so much grain, so many soybeans, so many products. They tried that in the phase one trade deal of January 2020. Beijing met only 58% of its commitments, which means it really didn't buy much more than it did in the baseline period. So we've tried that approach as well. That should be easy, but unfortunately, that didn't work either. So the question is, in my mind, is if neither of those approaches have worked, and we've seen failed agreements for decades, the question is, what will work?